Hey everyone, welcome back to Health, your go-to channel for all things health and wellness, especially for seniors. If you're looking to boost your strength, energy, and overall well-being as you age, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into an important topic that could change the way you feel every single day. But before we jump in, make sure you hit that like button. Share this video with your friends or family who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so we can keep bringing you more useful tips and videos like this. Did you know that after age 60, you might start noticing your legs getting weaker, or you feel more tired than usual even after light activities? But here's the surprise, it's not just aging. You could be dealing with vitamin deficiencies that are easy to fix with the right supplements. Stick with me as I share the vitamins that seniors must take for stronger legs, better balance, and more energy. These vitamins have been backed by studies from major institutions like the University of Birmingham and Harvard's Geriatric Research Center. So let's get into the details. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to feel stronger and more energized every single day. Muscle loss after age 60. As we get older, one of the most common yet unnoticed changes is the loss of muscle mass, particularly in our legs. This condition, known as sarcopenia, usually starts to affect people after they turn 60. It's something that creeps up on us, often without us realizing it until simple things like standing up, walking, or climbing stairs start to feel more challenging. Have you ever found yourself struggling to walk around the block or feeling out of breath after climbing a few stairs? You're not alone. The tricky part about sarcopenia is that it happens slowly, without any immediate pain or swelling. There's no sudden sharp pain to alert you that something's wrong. Instead, your muscles just start to weaken quietly over time, which is why many people mistake it for just another part of getting older. For example, a few years ago, I noticed that I was getting tired much faster when walking, something I never used to experience. I chalked it up to aging, but after learning more about sarcopenia, I realized that my muscles were slowly losing their strength, especially in my legs. And as I talked to others, I found out I wasn't the only one. Legs are usually the first muscles to show signs of weakness, but sarcopenia doesn't stop there. Over time, muscle loss can affect the rest of the body, impacting your overall strength and balance. Have you noticed any changes in your balance? Maybe you're not able to move as easily or as quickly as you once did. For some people, even standing up or getting in and out of a chair can become difficult. I know I've had those moments where I had to pause for a second to gather my strength before standing up from the couch or walking across the room. It can be frustrating, but it's important to remember it's not just a normal part of aging, it's a sign that your muscles need attention. What many people don't realize is that muscle loss doesn't always come with obvious symptoms. There's no pain to warn you, and the process is so gradual that you might not notice it until simple tasks become harder. Have you ever felt a bit wobbly or unsure on your feet when standing up? Or maybe climbing a set of stairs leaves you winded or with sore legs afterward? These are signs that your muscles might not be working as efficiently as they once did. Here's something that really surprised me. Research shows that seniors can lose 1% to 3% of their muscle mass every year after 60. Over the course of 5 years, that can add up to 15% of the strength in your legs alone. Have you noticed yourself getting tired more quickly during tasks you used to breeze through? Or perhaps you're feeling like your legs aren't as strong or steady as they once were. The scary part is that muscle loss happens so slowly that it often goes unnoticed. It doesn't hurt, and there's no swelling or bruising, so many people just assume it's a natural part of aging. But over time, this gradual weakening can lead to difficulties with everyday activities and even increase your risk of falls. Have you ever felt unsteady or even tripped while walking around the house? It's not just an accident, it could be your body's way of telling you that your muscles need more support. But here's the good news. While sarcopenia is a natural part of aging, it can be slowed down or even reversed with the right steps. It's all about staying active and giving your body the right nutrients to support muscle strength. If you've been noticing weakness in your legs or difficulty with balance, it's a good idea to pay attention to your muscles and take steps to help rebuild them. So take a moment and think. Have you felt like your legs are getting weaker or that your balance isn't as steady as it used to be? Are you noticing that certain tasks feel more tiring than before? And what about your diet? Are you getting the vitamins and nutrients your muscles need? It's never too late to make small changes that can have a big impact on how you feel and move. Let's talk about how to address this muscle loss and how you can start feeling stronger again. Vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 is often called the master switch of the body. It activates many critical systems, including your bones, muscles, and nerves, helping them all work together smoothly. Without enough vitamin D3, your muscles can weaken, and your bones can become more fragile, leading to problems with strength and balance. Have you ever noticed that your legs feel more tired than usual, or that you have less energy to get through the day? That might be a sign that you're not getting enough vitamin D3. As we get older, there are a few reasons we can become deficient in vitamin D3. First, we naturally get less sun exposure as we age. How often do you get outside during the day? The sun is one of the best sources of vitamin D. But as we get older, we tend to spend more time indoors, especially in colder months or if we have trouble getting around. I know that I've had to be more intentional about getting outside, and even then, it's hard to get enough sun exposure. Did you used to get more sun, but now it's harder to get outside? Another issue is that, as we age, our skin gets thinner and our bodies become less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin D for me. I've noticed that even when I try to catch some sun, it doesn't seem like I'm getting as much benefit from it. That's why I started taking a supplement, and it made a difference. Are you getting enough sun to meet your vitamin D needs? If you're not getting enough vitamin D3, there are a few symptoms to look out for. Weak legs, fatigue, leg cramps, and poor balance are all signs of deficiency. I remember a time when I was feeling unusually tired, and my legs felt heavy, especially when I was standing or walking for long periods. I thought it was just because I was getting older, but after starting a vitamin D supplement, I felt stronger and more energized. Does any of this sound familiar to you? Have you experienced any of these symptoms? The good news is that supplementing with vitamin D3 has been proven to help. Scientific studies have shown that taking vitamin D3 can improve leg strength by up to 19% in just a few weeks. That's a big improvement. It can also improve your overall balance and reduce the risk of falls, which is a huge concern as we age. After I started taking vitamin D3, I noticed I wasn't feeling as wobbly when I stood up, and I could walk around more easily. Have you ever felt unsteady or off balance? How much better would it feel to walk around confidently without worrying about your legs giving out? One study from the University of Birmingham found that seniors who took 800 IU of vitamin D3 a day saw an average improvement of 19% in leg strength. Imagine that just a small change in your daily routine could make climbing stairs and walking longer distances easier. Have you noticed a decrease in your leg strength over time? How might improving your leg strength change your daily activities? The benefits of vitamin D3 don't stop at muscle strength, it also plays a key role in balance. Poor balance is one of the leading causes of falls, which can result in serious injuries. Have you ever felt like you were about to lose your balance when standing up or walking across the room? That's a clear sign your body might be lacking vitamin D3, and it's something you can address easily with a supplement. As we get older, everyday tasks like standing up from a chair or walking to the kitchen can become more difficult. I've certainly experienced this myself. Sometimes my legs feel tired after a short walk or standing for a while. But with the right amount of vitamin D3, you can help restore your strength, making these simple tasks easier. Have you felt like these activities have become harder lately? How would it feel to have more energy and strength to do the things you enjoy? In short, vitamin D3 is essential for maintaining leg strength, balance, and overall mobility as we age. If you've noticed signs of deficiency, like weak legs, fatigue, or poor balance, it may be time to consider supplementing with vitamin D3. It's an easy, effective way to help keep your muscles and bones strong so you can stay active and independent. Would you be open to giving vitamin D3 a try to see how it might help improve your daily life? Vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is essential for proper nerve function and muscle communication, especially in your legs. It helps transmit signals from your brain to your muscles, which is crucial for movement and balance. When your body doesn't get enough B12, you might notice things like numbness, tingling, weakness, and difficulty walking. Have you ever felt like your legs aren't responding as quickly as they used to, or maybe your steps feel off or uncoordinated? This could be a sign that your body is lacking B12. As we age, it becomes harder for the body to absorb vitamin B12 efficiently, and seniors are at a higher risk of deficiency. One of the main reasons for this is a decrease in stomach acid production. Have you noticed that you have a harder time digesting food or absorbing nutrients as you get older? When stomach acid levels drop, it makes it much harder for your body to absorb vitamin B12 from the foods you eat. If you take medications like antacids or follow a plant-based diet with limited animal products, your risk for B12 deficiency increases. Have you ever considered how your diet or medications might be affecting your B12 levels? I remember when I started to feel some tingling in my feet and a slight weakness in my legs. At first, I thought it was just part of aging. But once I learned about B12 deficiency and started supplementing, I began to notice those sensations disappearing and my legs feeling stronger. Have you experienced something similar, maybe a feeling of your legs being asleep or heavy, and not responding the way they used to? Studies have shown that taking B12 supplements can significantly improve leg strength, walking speed, and balance. In fact, research has found that seniors who took vitamin B12 for a few weeks experienced a noticeable improvement in walking and overall stability. Imagine being able to walk further or climb stairs with more ease without worrying about losing your balance. That's the difference B12 can make. Another benefit of B12 is its impact on reaction time. As we age, our reflexes can slow down, which can make us more prone to falls. I personally noticed that I was slower to react when I had to adjust my position quickly, whether it was stepping off a curb or getting out of a chair. After I started taking B12, I felt more responsive and confident. Have you ever felt that hesitation when you need to catch yourself or make a quick movement? What would it feel like to get that quick reaction back? B12 doesn't just give you energy, it helps your muscles and nerves work properly. When your B12 levels are low, your body has a harder time communicating with your muscles, leading to weakness and coordination issues. For some, this can even make balance problems worse or limit their ability to walk without assistance. Have you ever found yourself feeling unsteady on your feet, even on flat surfaces? If that's the case, B12 could be part of the solution. Seniors, especially those over 60, people who take acid-reducing medications, those on a vegetarian or vegan diet, or individuals with digestive issues, are particularly at risk for B12 deficiency. Many people don't realize they have a B12 deficiency until they start experiencing symptoms like weakness or difficulty walking. Has anyone in your family had issues with this? Or have you personally noticed changes in your strength or balance? In short, vitamin B12 is key to maintaining your strength, balance, and coordination as you get older. If you've been feeling weak, having trouble walking, or experiencing balance issues, it's a good idea to look into B12 supplementation. With the right amount of B12, you can regain strength in your legs, walk with more confidence, and feel more steady on your feet. Would you be open to checking your B12 levels and seeing how supplementation could improve your daily life? Vitamin B1, thiamine. Vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, is essential for turning the food we eat into usable energy, specifically ATP, which our muscles need to function properly. Without enough thiamine, your body can't produce the energy it needs, leading to fatigue, muscle cramps, and weakness. Have you ever felt drained after a short walk or even just standing for a while? That kind of tiredness, especially from basic activities, can be a sign of B1 deficiency. As we age, our ability to absorb nutrients becomes less efficient, and seniors are especially prone to thiamine deficiency. This can be made worse if you take diuretics, drink alcohol regularly, or have a poor diet. I know for myself, there was a time when I was relying too much on caffeine and not eating as well as I should have. I started feeling more tired just from running everyday errands, and my legs would cramp up unexpectedly. Has anyone else felt that kind of exhaustion after simple tasks, or noticed that your legs get tired quicker than they used to? Thiamine plays a critical role because it helps fuel your muscles and nerves. When you're deficient, you start to feel the impact on your movement, making even small actions feel harder. For example, I used to take a walk around the block, but I'd end up feeling winded and needing to rest halfway through. It was frustrating. Once I started taking B1, I noticed that I didn't get as tired, and I could keep walking longer without feeling like I needed a break. Have you had trouble walking or moving around without feeling worn out? Research shows that supplementing with thiamine can improve endurance, reduce muscle fatigue, and give you more energy overall. Seniors who added B1 to their routine reported feeling less fatigued and had fewer cramps after physical activity. Have you ever experienced leg cramps or muscle soreness after standing for too long or walking around? That's another sign that your body may need more B1. After I started taking B1, I found that I didn't get cramps in my calves at night like I used to, and I felt more active during the day. Does that sound familiar? Thiamine also helps muscles recover, so you don't feel as drained after moving around. I know it can be hard to stay active when muscle fatigue gets in the way, but after adding B1, I felt like I could go longer without feeling exhausted. Do you sometimes avoid activities you used to enjoy because you get too tired or your muscles feel too weak afterward? What would it feel like to have more energy and stamina without constantly needing to rest? Another key thing about thiamine is that it helps convert carbohydrates into energy. If you're feeling sluggish after eating, it might be because your body is struggling to break down your food efficiently. Have you ever noticed that you don't feel as energized after meals, even though you're eating healthy? That's another sign that your body might not be converting those nutrients into energy as well as it should be. If left untreated, a lack of B1 can cause nerve damage and other long-term issues with muscle strength and mobility. This is especially important for seniors to pay attention to. Have you noticed a decline in your energy or muscle strength as you get older? It's easy to overlook these changes, but simple things like adding a B1 supplement can help you feel stronger and more energized. So, ask yourself, have you felt more fatigued lately, or noticed that your muscles seem to tire easily? Maybe you get cramps at night or have trouble keeping up with the activities you used to do. If any of this sounds familiar, it might be time to consider B1 supplementation. You don't have to accept muscle weakness and fatigue as just a normal part of aging. Adding B1 into your daily routine can help restore some of that lost energy and strength, giving you the boost you need to stay active and feel better. Combination and timing. To get the most out of your supplements, it's important to take vitamin D3, vitamin B12, and vitamin B1 at the right times throughout the day. Start with vitamin D3, which is best taken in the morning with a meal that has healthy fats. Since vitamin D is fat-soluble, it's absorbed better when paired with fats like those found in eggs, avocado, or nuts. Have you ever noticed that you don't feel as energized when you take vitamin D on an empty stomach? This could be why. Take vitamin B12 in the early afternoon. B12 can give you an energy boost, but if you take it too late, it might affect your sleep. I used to take my B12 at night, and I noticed it made it harder to wind down. Switching to midday really helped me stay energized without interfering with my sleep. Do you feel more awake after taking vitamins during the day, but then have trouble sleeping at night? Lastly, vitamin B1, thiamine, should be taken in the morning with food. B1 helps turn food into energy, so having it with breakfast sets you up for a more energized day. If you often feel sluggish in the morning, taking B1 with your meal could help you feel more alert and focused. Taking these vitamins at the right time can really improve how you feel. Have you been taking them at the best times? Or could adjusting your schedule help you feel more energized and balanced throughout the day? Scientific backing. Research from trusted sources like the University of Birmingham and Harvard's Geriatric Research Center confirms that these vitamins can significantly boost strength, mobility, and overall well-being in seniors. For example, studies show that taking vitamin D3 can increase leg strength by up to 19% in just a few weeks. Have you noticed that your legs feel weaker or unsteady? Personally, after starting vitamin D3, I felt more balanced and confident. Have you felt any changes in your strength or balance after adding vitamin D3 to your routine? Harvard's research also found that seniors with low vitamin D3 levels were 40% more likely to fall. I used to worry about falling, but after supplementing with D3, I've noticed a big improvement in my balance. Has anyone else experienced better balance or fewer falls since starting D3? Vitamin B12 is also essential, as studies show it helps prevent weakness and poor balance. After I started taking B12, I noticed I was walking faster and felt more coordinated. Have you experienced similar improvements in your mobility since starting B12? As for vitamin B1, it's proven to help with muscle endurance and reduce fatigue, especially for those who deal with muscle cramps or tiredness. I used to get leg cramps, but since taking B1, I've felt less fatigued and my legs have more energy. Have you had issues with cramps or fatigue that improved with B1? These studies show how important these vitamins are for maintaining strength and mobility as we age. What changes have you noticed since starting a supplement like B12, D3, or B1? Would you consider giving them a try after seeing the benefits backed by science? Precautions. While these vitamins are generally safe, seniors should be careful not to exceed the recommended dosages, especially with fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D3. Taking too much vitamin D3 can lead to side effects such as nausea, constipation, or even kidney stones. Have you ever felt unwell after taking a supplement, like experiencing stomach discomfort or headaches? That could be a sign of overdoing it. Since fat-soluble vitamins like D3 are stored in the body and don't get flushed out quickly, it's important to stick to the recommended dose. I've personally learned that taking more isn't always better. I've had mild discomfort before when I took too much D3, and it made me realize that moderation is key. Have you ever taken a vitamin and thought it wasn't sitting well with you? Getting your vitamin levels checked regularly through blood tests is a smart way to avoid oversupplementation and ensure you're on the right track. I make it a point to have my levels tested every year to stay safe. When was the last time you had your vitamin levels checked? Staying on top of it helps keep everything balanced and ensures you're not getting too much or too little. Practical takeaways for seniors. Don't ignore subtle symptoms. If you're feeling more tired than usual, noticing weakness in your legs, or having trouble with your balance, don't just write it off as getting older. These could be signs of vitamin deficiencies that can be fixed with the right supplements. I used to think that feeling sluggish or unsteady was just a normal part of aging. But when I started paying attention and taking the right vitamins, I felt a noticeable difference in my energy and balance. Have you noticed any of these symptoms in yourself? Have you ever ignored them, thinking they were just part of getting older, only to later realize they could be linked to vitamin deficiencies? It's important not to ignore these signs and take action before they get worse. Regular blood tests. One of the best ways to stay on top of your health is to get regular blood tests to check your vitamin levels. It might seem like a small step, but it can make a huge difference in maintaining your health as you age. I personally make it a point to get my levels checked every year, and it helped me identify deficiencies I didn't even know I had. How often do you check in with your doctor about your vitamin levels? Do you think it might be time to get a test done? Monitoring your vitamins is a simple way to keep track of your health and catch any potential issues early. Consistency is key. When it comes to taking vitamins, consistency is key. You're not going to see instant results, but if you stick with it, the benefits build up over time. At first, I didn't notice much change when I started taking supplements, but after a few weeks, I started feeling more energized and my legs felt stronger. Have you ever been frustrated because you didn't see results right away? It's important to stay patient and keep taking the vitamins consistently. The effects are gradual, and the longer you stick with it, the better you'll feel. Have you ever felt discouraged when you didn't see immediate changes? What kept you motivated to keep going with your health routine? What improvements have you noticed by sticking with your supplements and taking care of your health consistently? And there you have it. Now you know exactly which vitamins can make a huge difference in your strength, balance, and overall energy levels as you age. With the right approach, these simple supplements could transform how you feel every day, helping you stay active and confident in your movement. If you've learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with others who might benefit from it. And of course, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to Health so you never miss out on our latest videos packed with tips to live a healthier, more vibrant life. Take care of yourselves, stay strong, and remember, small changes can lead to big improvements. See you in the next video.